Alright, everything's gonna be alright. Morning, guys, welcome back to the Mighty Mansfield show. Now, I slept on a farm last night and I was asked not to disclose the location. So I know the farmer through friends and other avenues, and he has asked me not to disclose where it is, and out of respect I'm not going to. And the reason he asked me to do that, he doesn't want it to become a park for night spot, and I totally understand that. So I had a great night's sleep, really quiet. All I could hear was a bit of wildlife, some foxes and whatnot, and it was great. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start putting out my I've got a wildlife camera, and it works on sort of motion. So I think what I'll do next time, because I'll probably ask to stay there again, and what I'll do next time is I'll put the camera outside the van, and then we'll see what we get. You know, I imagine we get badgers and whatnot. So that's what I'm going to do. So today, what I'm going to do now is I went to Henley on Thames yesterday, and I'm in that area, and I'm going to go. I went to a butcher, and I've got to say, it was pretty good. You know, when you walk in a place and you just sense that they care about what they're doing, and you can see that the produce is just, yeah, it's another league to what you find in some places, you know. And I would say, I mean, I did get a shot of it, and it's in my last video, so have a look at that. And then I'm going to cut the sausages up now, and I'm going to try them, because these are award-winning, and Gordon Ramsay has claimed that these sausages, I'm pretty sure Gordon Ramsay, I'm not going to label him, but I'm pretty sure he has been there, and I'm pretty sure it's him who said these sausages are meant to be amazing. So, you know, if he thinks they're amazing, then I'm going to, and I. But anyway, we'll have a look at them and see what we think. And what I'll do is I'll go and find a quiet spot away from traffic. And I didn't cook on the farm because I didn't want to outstay my welcome, if you like. You know, I got out of the way because they are a working farm, so there's machinery moving around, and you done me a favour, and the last thing you want is to have to work around someone who's sleeping and filming in your workplace, isn't it? So I got out of there. We'll go find somewhere quiet. Yeah, so as you can see behind me, we are in a place called Russell's Water. Now, I've done a little detour because there's quite a famous film set, film location up in Russell's Water here, and I'm going to spin you around now and show you it. So currently behind me is the lake that they used in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang when the car drove into the lake. I believe it's at the end of the film, I think. I can't really remember now, but I've seen the film hundreds of times. The old child catcher used to scare us when we were kids. But yeah, so this is the actual lake where it was filmed. Well, I say lake, it's actually a pond, but there's some big, I don't know if you can see them, there's some big carp in there, look. There they are now, look, I'll try and get in on it. I imagine that they get fed quite a lot in here, but some big carp, look there. And a little duck house in there as well, which is nice. So this is actually the spot where this fish is now. This is the spot where the car went in. Obviously there's no fishing in here. So it's a nice little bench here, and I'm sat on it now. And I think what I might do later on this year is come back here, and I'll bring my sandwiches with me, because it is a nice little spot to be fair. Very quiet and tranquil, I think the word is. I'll show you these old ducks getting a bit interested. I imagine a lot of people come down here and feed the fish and feed the ducks, and yeah, it's a nice little spot to visit. I would definitely recommend it. You know, if you come to Henley on Thames, make the detour. It's only about 20 minutes away. So yeah, I'm glad I came here now. I've always wanted to see this place. And there's another location, very famous location, which is the windmill, and that isn't far from Henley on Thames either, but it's privately owned, so you can get a glimpse of it from the hill. But I'll come back because I'm going to do another show or another episode where I come back, because the village is quite famous as well for another TV series. So what I'll do is I'll come back and I'll show you the windmill another day when I do the actual village as well. Right, so I've got to say, you know, when I do all these travels and that, I drive around and I see some very unusual things, and I'm just driving down the road now and this is what I've come across. It's like going back in time. So what we've got here, we've got a couple of guys on, I think these are very old bicycles, and I'm just going to show you, I'm just going past them now, look. So this is something you don't usually see. You know, you see some bizarre things when you drive around vlogging, and this is quite a good one. So you don't see this every day. Morning, chaps.
Morning, sir.
Do you mind going on YouTube?
Not at all.
The Mighty Mansfield channel. Lovely, brilliant, cheers. Lovely. So that's something you don't see every day, isn't it? And I've got to say that driving around making these videos and it's what I love doing. You just come across all different things, and I never guessed I would come across that today. So I'm going to try and look these fellas up. I think they said that London to Paris was a hashtag of theirs, so I will have a look and see if I can find them. But yeah, fair play, it's quality. So I found a nice little park up here. It's very quiet, and I'm going to get the old sausages out now and cook them up. We'll have them for like a bit of a brunch, really. I'm not going to have anything with them, maybe a little bit of mustard if I've got it. And those bikes, I remembered what they're called now, they're penny farthings, and yeah, nice to see it. I think they were built in the Victorian times, but I'll just show you the park up quickly. So this is where we are, and I'm going to set the table up just behind the van there, look, and we'll get something to eat because I'm pretty hungry now. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set the old little barbecue up, and we're barbecuing today. Do it nice and easy. Well, yeah, so yesterday I went to a butcher called Gabriel Machin, and they are in Henley town centre, very traditional butcher. So this is what I bought. Now I've got Italian course salami, and it is just pork. Now I've been told previous, I went to a donkey sanctuary, and what they said was Italian salami contains donkey meat, because I think they eat it out there. You know, it is what it is. I don't want to eat a donkey, but if it's in there, it's in there, isn't it? You can't really do anything about it. It does say, it just says pork though. So, and then I bought these sausages. So I bought, I mean, they're in paper as well, which is nice. I like that. So I bought these pork sausages, and I'm just going to cook a few of them up now. So yeah, let's go on with it. So I'm going to light this cobblestone using the jet boil. It's the easiest way. Right, so that's going. So I'm going to drop it in there quickly before I burn my hands. So you've got to be careful with them. You don't want these cobs to fall out and tumble down on the floor, and then, I don't know, catch fire to something, like a garden shed. Right, so as that's getting going, getting ready to cook on that, I'm going to try a little bit of the salami, because it does look very nice. Caught my eye when I was in the shop. Yeah, it smells delicious. It tastes delicious as well. Really nice salami, guys, if you go in there. This is Italian horse salami. It's really good. Very nice indeed. So let's get a couple of these sausages on. I'm only doing a couple because I'm not mega hungry, but you know, that'll do. Just pop them straight on top, look. No, it doesn't make much mess. I love these little cob things. So to show you this packaging again, it's the sort of packaging that I really like. Give it a good close up of that. Greaseproof. It's like a greaseproof paper basically. But get yourselves down there. They're doing it right. Great little butchers. Great little butcher. Really pleased to found it. If you could smell these sausages cooking, wow. They smell really good. Yeah, I think for what they smell like, I've got to say, from what they smell like, I think they're going to be pretty nice. Yeah, so these are cooking along quite nicely. And I didn't bring any fizzy with me today because I didn't really fancy it today. I've just got myself a pint of milk, which is alright. It's not as nice as the milk I got in Devon the other day, obviously, but it does the job. I like a nice pint of milk. It takes me back to the days when I was a kid. I also like just coming and sitting like this out here. It's a beautiful area around here. I've just come out of Henley a little bit, and I'm now at a place. I think what this was part of a place called Stoner Park, which is a big house and deer park. Actually, it's a protected deer park. They manage it there, and that's just down the road. And I think this was part of it at one point. Now, Stoner Park also has various events going on there throughout the summer. One of them is a VW rally, and I will be going to that. I usually go to it. I think maybe people will be taking a bit more notice of me now because I'm on YouTube. You know, and it's very clear that I am. I don't hide the cameras anymore. It's you know, it's what I do. So, and I love doing it. So I'm going to continue doing it. But I can't wait to have a go on these sausages. They smell. It's a shame you can't smell on camera, but if you could smell it, they smell amazing. Right, so I'm going to have these. I don't usually have sauce, but I do. I'm going to have a little bit of English mustard with these today. Now, I've got to say so, what I do is I go, when I buy sausage rolls and things like that, I don't always have the sauce with it, but I do take a bit of sauce, and I'll just put them in a pot like that, look. And it's just handy to have. Right, so there we go. Gabriel Machin pork sausages. Lovely. Right, so let's have a little go on these then. I'm going to try a bit before I put any mustard on. Yeah, straight away, when I pushed in there, the skin snapped, so these are natural casings and I like that. Wow, yeah, wow. That is a good sausage. Have a little bit of the mustard there. What can I say? What can I say? It's little things like going down to Gabriel Machin yesterday and buying these and then coming and cooking them and just sitting here enjoying the peace and quiet in a lovely area which is just on the edge of Stoner Park, and enjoying such great, I'm not going to call this a delicacy, such great delicacies as these sausages. And yeah, Gordon Ramsay was right, these are good sausages, and I'll definitely be back to get some more. And I've also got to say, my favourite way of eating sausages is straight off the charcoal barbecue. It gives it another dimension. It seems to elevate the taste. It's just, these are just really, really nice, really well done sausages. It's also got quite a nice texture. Sometimes I find sausages can be too dense. These are quite light. And I don't know what I'm getting in there. I think it's a herb called mace. I think. But I'm getting something coming through, and yeah, really, really lovely sausages. They're really tasty, and I've only had 2 of them on the barbecue because it's only lunchtime, so I've got more to enjoy. Probably won't do it today, I'll probably do it another day. So I'm going to finish up here, head home, and as I'm going home, I'm going to stop and see if we can get a nice refreshment for when I get back. Those sausages put me in such a good mood. I'm going to have a light refreshment when I get back, and so I'll bring you back when I'm back at home. Right, so I'm currently back in my garden, and I'm just going to have a light refreshment. You know, it's Friday afternoon now, and I've got to say I really enjoyed that Henley trip. You know, I saw some pretty good stuff and ate some pretty good food, and yeah, I enjoyed it. It's nice to get out in the van for a night, and yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end it on a beer here, and I've had this before. If you saw one of my first videos, I've actually reviewed it. But what I am having is Black Forest Gatto Stout. Now this is made by a company called Northern Monk. It's 8%, so it's quite a strong beer. I've got to say it's really nice. I have had it before. Dark cherry and sweet cherry flavours combine in a lavishly decadent stout, and it really is. It's really good. So I really like this Northern Monk company. I thought it was owned by one of the big supermarket chains, but it's not. It's an independent brewer, and they do all various different ones and flavours of my past as a kid. So I used to have the old Black Forest Gatto, and it was one of my favourites. You don't really see it anymore. I do make it occasionally, so maybe I'll do that. But these guys, they do like a lot of different kind of drinks, like I say, and they're worth checking out. They're good outfit. Oh yeah, that. Well, I suppose now I'm grown up, what could be better than your favourite cake in a beer? Means you don't have to have the cake, you can just have a few of these. Right. Cheers. I think that could be one of my favourite stouts at the moment. You get like this chocolate flavour and then this real cherry flavour coming through it. Oh, yeah, really, really good. So check that out, Northern Monk, Black Forest Gatto Stout. And I don't think you'll regret it. If you like dark beers, you will like it. And if you like Black Forest Gatto, of course. But if you like the two, you're going to like it. It's really good. Got a couple cans left, so I still have a couple to enjoy throughout the camping trips that are approaching again. And we've got some really good camping trips lined up actually. There's one in Wales. I'm going to do quite a bit in Wales, and I'm going to do North Devon, and there's some specific places I'm going to, and it's been recommended to me. So if anybody wants to see me go to any of these places, or you've done something that's good and you think I'd like it and you want to see a review on it, just drop it in the comments and I'll schedule it in. So I'm pretty much out every weekend doing this, and in the evenings as well. So yeah, put in the comments below if you want me to go anywhere, or you know something's really good, because I know everybody has their favourite places, but sometimes you know it's better to go to what other people recommend, because then it makes me find places that I didn't know exist. So that's why I use a lot of my mates, a couple in particular that really follow the channel, and they just recommend places, and me being me, I'll just jump in the van and go. So yeah, it's great. I have a great time doing this. Right, so I'm going to wrap this up. Henley on Thames, Gabriel Machin, the butcher. Great retailer. Get yourself down there and go in there. I could have bought the whole counter. I got quite excited in there actually, and it's well worth a visit. And also, on episode 1 of Henley on Thames, I ate out of a bakery called Franco Belge. Again, these guys are, they're almost at the top of the game, in my opinion. The bread was amazing, great filling, great cakes. I'm not really a cakey person, but this one stood out to me, and I didn't just take one bite out of it and eat it. I ate a lot. Right, so I'm going to sit here, I'm going to enjoy this, and I'll wrap the video up now. Thanks for watching, like, subscribe, hit the dingy button, all these things help, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next episode. Cheers.